Hello bowlers, Dwight Geary, and I'm here today at Astro Lanes for our first tournament of the bowling season, and I'm proud to be sitting here with our Handicap Division champion, Mr. Lenny Dunford. Lenny, congratulations. For those of you've seen Lenny before, this is your 5th American Masters career title, and Lenny also has a nomination into our Hall of Fame, which you have rightly earned over the last several years. You've been one of the most consistent performers out here on the tour. You're out here almost every tournament. And I know you don't miss unless you have something going on with your son or family. Yeah. And you're the kind of bowler that emulates what the American Masters is all about. And today, you did it on a brand new lane condition called Mexico City, one of the new World Challenge lane conditions from Kegel. And Lenny, what did you think about that lane condition today?
They played a little easy first, and then the transition hit. It kind of toughened up quite a bit. I mean, it got real tight.
Well, according to this, you said that your third game was your toughest game.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I couldn't get outside in the third game. I had to move back inside and play straighter up by 15.
And I was watching a lot of the bowlers, and the lane condition actually it did. At practice, it looked like, oh my God, this lane condition is going to be not play like we thought. We get scared sometimes, you know, it's not laid out properly. And I saw a lot of strikes in practice, but then, like you said, as the lanes transgressed, it looked like that it was more and more difficult to make spares.
Yes.
Much to get a good line to the pocket.
Yes.
And according to that, you switched balls, you moved lines.
Yeah, I switched balls. I switched to a weaker ball, actually moved in and played a little straighter. Kind
of worked the lanes to find your way through. But anyhow, you ended up being, what was it, second high qualifier?
Yeah,
second high qualifier today. And I don't think you missed by much. I think you only missed by a handful of pins today on being the high qualifier today. Yeah. But it didn't matter. You got the second seed. Got a 2-round bye in the match play, and in match play you had to win. Your first match was against Playas Hassel, one of our 2 times American Masters Champions titles holders, and I know today he seemed to be like you in that he had that one game that he struggled. He had that one low game, but he still found a way to qualify today.
Yeah, and he struggled against me.
And
he missed a lot of spares.
He missed a lot of spares. And that's what I saw all day long, was that bowlers had a difficulty. You placed the ball thinking the ball was going to react a certain way, and then it didn't do it.
No, it did. If you didn't get it just perfect, it blow right through and leave a nice big split.
Now, other than the fact this is your 5th title, yes, and you're sitting here today, the first term of the bowling season, I think more amazing than that is that you had actually knee surgery.
Yes. Back
on June 30th of this year. And I remember you and I were talking about it at the end of the bowling season last year, and you said that, surgery was going to happen, and you were more concerned whether or not you would be even ready for the tournament season, the league season, and whether or not you would be able to get back. And here you are, sitting here today. I think that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I was actually shocked. I mean, a few weeks ago when I started practicing again, my timing was way off. And then I bowled a tournament last weekend, and I took 3rd in that, and I was starting to get my timing back there, and then it's just all starting to kick back in now.
Well, I asked you earlier about the pain, because I remember last year, there were tournaments where you bowled, and I could see that you were excruciating pain.
Yes.
And in fact, remember the one tournament you couldn't finish because your knee was hurting so bad?
Yes. I tore my meniscus, and the flap actually went into the knee, and when I would slide and bend straight up, it would get caught between my knee.
Yeah.
And it would crush it.
Well, I know. I remember you coming to me and one tournament saying, Dwight, I just can't finish. I mean, and I could see the pain that you really took on almost all last season bowling with us. But now you're almost pain-free, you said.
Yeah, just got a little bit of soreness.
Oh my God, we might turn you into a bowling monster here then.
I hope so.
First tournament of the season, you might be out setting some new records this year. And I do too. I hope so too. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back right after this commercial sponsor.
Power and control are the 2 most important features a bowling ball must possess. The new Buzzsaw bowling ball redefines these vital qualities. The diamond-shaped weight block increases revolutions without sacrificing accuracy, as the Buzzsaw literally cuts through the pocket. The new Buzzsaw bowling ball, a cut above the rest. Now available at area pro shops.
Hello bowlers, Dwight Geary, and I'm back with Lenny Dunford here, our champion for our handicap division here at Astro Lanes, our first tournament of the bowling season. Lenny, we were talking about this is your 5th title. but more than that, you have been a faithful American Masters participant, and you sit here today after having knee surgery back on June 30th. But, also I want everybody to understand that, Lenny is one of those bowlers that we really love. He's really shown his support and dedication for American Masters. He actually lives and works in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and through work, right? You actually had to transfer there 22 months ago. Hit the factory you were working at here, closed down, and they offered you a job there. So you live and your family are here. But you travel to Fort Wayne to work, then come home on the weekends, and come back, and you do that for almost every American Masters tournament, which is almost 20 tournaments a season. And I tell you what, I got to say thank you for that. I really appreciate that kind of loyal participation out of a member. And I want everybody out there to know that, there's somebody like this that we're really proud of, especially when he sits here as a champion. But more than that he gives of himself to be dedicated to be a part of what we do here. And again, the Challenging Lane Editions is really the main thing that we're about. And I know that you have always enjoyed that.
Yes. I mean, if you go there, you're just going to have a big shootout when you got the house shot. And, I can't beat anybody getting the house shot.
I think that, and that's the thing, too, because there are tournament organizations out here in the Southeast Michigan area, that bowl, and they bowl on soft lane conditions, and it is what we call bumper bowling. But we're not about that here. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, and you want to be challenged, then the American Masters Bowlers Tour is the place to do that. And we ask and invite everybody to come out if you're ready to be challenged to your skill level that is much, much more than just seeing who the most strikes. What fun is that, right?
Oh, no. I mean, anybody can strike.
Well, that's true. In fact, I think I just...
Finding a way to strike.
Yeah, in fact, another tournament organization here in town just had their first tournament a week ago. And I was looking at their cut score, and it took like a plus 240 something to make the cut. I mean, today the cut score, for your division was a plus, what was it? 4, thank you. Plus 4. All right, so folks, you hear that. Plus 4, not 400. So if you want to be challenged, this is the place to do it. Well, anyhow, you came here to win a tournament, you did. So I have your $225 for first place today. Also, you got our Eagle's Nest. Our Eagle's Nest is a special side option. If you get in it, and you win the tournament, you win the progressive pot that keeps growing until it's broken. And today, you're getting an additional $138 in the Eagle's Nest, which you always get into.
Yes.
And also, we have our American Masters Eagle, which we get to add this to your collection. Right here, beautiful plaque that we give to our champion. Now you got, you have one of these plaques, don't you?
Yes.
All right, so you got to add this. You got some of the old Eagle heads too as well, don't you? So if you're like Mark Lobdell, he had to clear out a special place for his plaques this past year. Maybe this will be the first one of several more this year for you.
Let's hope so.
Hey, guess what? It's a great start for finally getting that Bowler of the Year title. That'd be one thing that we need to add to your resume. You had just about everything else here at American Masters. All right, Lenny, I tell you what, you're a great champion today. I'm proud of you to be sitting here. And folks, in 2 weeks, we're going to be at Sunnybrook Lanes. I'm going to invite you to come out and bowl. And you get information at our website, AmericanMastersBowling.com. And again, we're here at Astro Lanes. Lenny, thank you very much. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.